guys, welcome back to TLMOutdoorsandRc. Today we are going to start our first video of deer hunting season. That is scouting and looking for deer signs. We got to know where and what deer we have before we can put our trail cams out in a few weeks to see where we should start setting up stands, etc. So today we're going to be looking for deer signs through our neck of woods on our private land that we go to. We may also go to some public land this year, still not sure. But yeah, so today we're scouting on the private land we go to. So I'm planning on doing a series of deer hunting season. Hope you guys follow along for that, and I hope you guys enjoy. Okay, so I'm coming into the woods here. We're gonna start looking for deer trails and footprints to start with. And we'll also keep our eye out for scrapes or rubs. Rubs are when trees have like the bark rubbed off from bucks rubbing on the trunk of the tree. Usually that's on smaller trees right around 3" to 6". And then scrapes are when they take their hoof and like scrape it and it leaves like a scrape on the ground, basically showing their territory. So we'll keep an eye out for as many deer signs as we can, and so let's get started. Okay, so we'll just start by walking along, scan the area for deer trails. Actually, looks like there's one. Yep, there's one right here. So you can kind of see it's worn out along there, and right there there's a couple deer prints. So yeah, we'll start by following this trail. Looking for deer signs. Unfortunately, we haven't had a lot of rain lately, so the soil is pretty hard. So we're not likely to see any footmarks unless it's in soft soil. Or I should say it's harder to see footprints. Because, actually right here, let's look. Possibly right here. That could be right there. It's hard to tell whether it's an ATV or a, because there are ATVs where we driving where we like to hunt in the off season, which is now. Yeah, it's hard to tell whether it's a deer print or a ATV track. Okay, so I might have found a deer trail right here. You can kind of see it's like a beaten down track here. It's not a very well used one, but something. We'll follow it and see if it'll meet up with a bigger roadway. I wonder if that's a trail of whatever lives in there. Don't know. You can't help but wonder when you're going along in woods and your neck snags one of those really long spider webs, what's dangling at the other side. So we're making our way up to a ridge up on top here. That might be a spot we can look. Okay, so this neck of woods here butts up against this big, I think it's like 108 acres, just this part here, and it goes way over. So it's like a 200-acre field. So the deer like to go through there, and sometimes they come into the woods, but it doesn't look like there's any deer out there right now. So let's keep going. I'll take you to where our stands are set up. Hey, real quick, if you like this kind of video and want to see more, be sure to drop it down in the comments and I'll make sure I get more of this kind of video coming out. I do still plan to do, I hope to do all of deer season and hopefully a couple more fishing trips, maybe some bird hunting, but yeah, drop it down there, tell me what you think, what you'd like to see more of, and yeah. Okay, well, we're on the way to the stands. We're going to come through here. quick. Just another, it meets up where these woods turn to briars and such. So it's a good place to look. Let's come over here quick. Not seeing anything too obvious. Could be a couple deer trails there, but not very heavily used. Okay. Here we are. This is more heavily used. Yeah. So this could be a good spot to set up a couple trail cams right here, like on one of those trees right there, or possibly on that one right there, or possibly on that one there. Yeah, let's see where this leads. It comes up here, man. Though those are better used. I don't know. They're just not that great this year. But actually, deer trails don't get more developed looking until the fall. I don't know, maybe because all the overgrowth is kind of covering them up, but as fall comes on, we'll be able to tell more. I'll still put a few trail cams out where we saw the best deer sign and see what we can get, but we may have to go public land this year. We shall see. So here we are at our stands. That one is a second one we got. It's not as developed as this one. This one is much more, I mean, as you can see, it's grown into the tree, so that thing is never coming out unless we hacked it out with like a hatchet or something. This one's all bolted together, so it's much quieter to get up into. That one's a little more rattly because it's just pinned together. So yeah, I'll take you up and we can see what I can see from there. Okay. That's always nice. Right there, right in the center of the step. Spider. Oh, let's climb past him. Okay, so we got up safely in the stand. It seems nice and secure. That's good. Now let's take a look at what we can see. So there's our second stand right there. And there's our where we shoot. So like I was saying earlier, our that big buck that came through, he was coming from over there charging along all the way up to there, stopped. I hit him with a grunt that stopped him dead in his tracks. 450 got him right there through both lungs and nicked the heart. Nice clean shot. And honestly, 450 is overkill for any deer. I mean, if you can get one with a 243, I don't need 450, but that's what we had, so that's what he got. So yeah, so that's our location where we go. You can see there's a couple ATV trails go past. Like I said, they're not active in deer season, so that's nice. So yeah, so I think what we'll do is we'll set up a trail cam over there where we saw the better use trail, and then over there we'll set up a second one in that corner where the cornfield and the bedding area, well, used to be a bedding area, are. And we shall see what we shall see. If we don't get anything in a couple weeks, then we'll set them up somewhere else and scout with more detail, or a finer comb, and find a better spot to hunt at. But really, with a rifle, we're more of scouting for bow season, because bows gotta get up close to where they're gonna be going through. Rifle, I mean, anywhere in this neck of woods, if we can see it, we can, I mean, literally, as long as it's got a good backstop, which it does, because the woods goes down into a kind of like a dip here, and then it's got a nice ridge along the back. So anything that comes through here, we got good backstop so our bullet doesn't hit anything we don't want to. But really, anything that's in here, we could get. I mean, it was a couple years ago, we got a deer way back in the corner there without even a rest. You got it from that stand there. So I mean, it's not that far, maybe 100 yards, which isn't that much for a rifle. Bow, we're limited to more like 30-40 yards, but we do use a crossbow, so you can go further. But I might use a compound bow this year, so that's about 30 yards, which is about up to that second tree, I'd say, right there. Not this one up here, but the second one up there. That'd be about 30 yards, so I might just stick with 20, which is about that one right there, because I haven't been able to practice as much as I'd like to, and you know, 20 gives you some room for error. Also, I don't pull the heaviest weight because I'm not built the most heavily. I mean, I could probably pull 70, but it's like all I can do, and I don't feel like breaking my back just to pull 70 pounds so I can shoot further, which I don't have the skill to really anyway. So I think I pull like 50, 55, decent. I mean, I could pull heavier, but why? I mean, if you can pull, if you can shoot, I mean, if you only shoot 20 yards, why do you need to pull heavier is how I look at it. So, yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to see more like this, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any videos, and I'll see you guys next time.